So back before COVID, I did a trip around BC with my mum and Devon and the dog, and I thought I would make a fun little how to travel with your dog vlog thing, and it ended up being a lot longer than I planned, so I'm making it into 2 parts. So here is part 1. Hey kids! As many of you know, I got a dog in September last year, and a lot of people told me that that meant I wouldn't be able to travel as much, which in some ways is true. You can't just go jump on a plane with your dog, especially when you have a dog this big. So she's pretty big. She doesn't just fit under a carry-on. So I can't take her on trips as easily as I could, like a little chihuahua. She's also not a registered service dog. I have considered it, but I have to go through a whole bunch of stuff to get her registered as a service dog, like an emotional support dog, if anything. But she's not trained for that. There's a whole big issue with fake service dogs out there, so I don't want to be part of that. But there are ways that you can travel with a dog, mostly overland, and I wanted to document my experience, if it's interesting to other people and if it can help you. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I just booked a hotel in Canmore because we're going up to Banff and that area, and it says on their website that they're pet friendly, but I just want to confirm, so I have to give them a call to make sure.
Hi there, I just booked a room with you guys through booking.com, and I just wanted to confirm that I'm going to have my dog with me, so that you're aware. Carden, C-A-R-D-E-N. Okay. Okay, perfect. $20, yeah, that's fine. Okay, thank you. Cheers. Great. Bye.
Cool. Wow, that was easy. $20 extra, which is fine because that's less than a pet sitter would be anyway. So we booked an Airbnb that said pet friendly in Edmonton, or we requested one at least, and then she declined because we said we had a dog. I'm not really sure what other kind of pets people were traveling with. I guess maybe sometimes people have their cat with them and it's in a case and that's fine, but apparently not a dog. So we booked Travel Lodge through Expedia, and now Mum is calling them just to double check that they know we have a dog because there was nowhere to leave notes. They say pet friendly, and see how that conversation's going.
No, that was it. It was just to confirm that you've got the dog recorded.
Chasing a fly.
I did. It asks us to send a message. I sent a message and I haven't had a reply back. That's why I'm ringing you.
I'm asking now, that's why, because when I booked it through Expedia, there's nothing to tick. So I sent a message through the messaging system to say that we were coming with a dog.
Yeah, so you got it noted that we'll be bringing the dog with us. Thank you very much. And what's the extra charge? $15. Okay, thank you very much. All right, you have a great day. All right, bye.
So we had to leave pretty late because someone was running late, and these two are asleep in the back. Must taking it in to drive. How are you finding the driving?
Fine.
You didn't have to drive through the snow, I did.
No. I'm lucky. Yay!
I'm the best.
Yeah, pretty much.
You guys have it so easy, but life is so hard.
So this is how I'm waking up this morning. Yeah. So we were supposed to go up to Blue River last night, and we had a bit of a mishap because Devin, what happened? Why couldn't we go? Why couldn't we go on time? Yeah, because he missed his ferry. So we weren't able to leave Vancouver until like 8:30 p.m. And we were hoping to leave at like 4:30, and Blue River is about 6, almost 7 hours drive from Vancouver. So we figured that was too far. And we were due to stay at the Sandman Inn in Blue River. So we gave them a call. We cancelled through hotels.com and called the guy to ask him if he could not charge our credit card. And he was super lovely and he said he wouldn't. And since we were going to stay at a Sandman and we figured they were dog friendly, we are now at the Sandman in Kamloops because that was only 4 hours drive. So top tip, if you're traveling with a dog, Sandman Inn are dog friendly and they're pretty reasonable as well. It was about 110 for 3 people, $10 extra for the dog. So I'm having my coffee. And since we are vegan, me and Devin, we brought almond milk and also coconut milk. So we did a big Costco run just before we came, and we got also bagels. So I just heated up a bunch of everything bagels in the microwave, and then we brought a bit of like dairy-free butter with us, and my mum brought over a massive tub of Vegemite from New Zealand, so we have some of it, probably not enough to be honest, for 4 days with us, and that is our vegan breakfast. And then mum has her cow's milk because she's a murderer. So she obviously wants this for breakfast. But this is her breakfast, and this is how Mum decided to pack it, was just in a plastic sack, which has a hole in it, Mum. So we might be leaving trails of dog food all over the place, and then we just brought some like little bowls with us, because they're a lot easier to carry than her normal ones. I'm not sure if she's going to do it now, but last night, what was she doing, guys?
Jumping across the bed.
Jumping from bed to bed.
Hey, come on, go! Odia, go! Good girl. Except she decided to do that 1, 2 in the morning when we were trying to get to sleep. While we were all trying to fall asleep, she decides, I'm going to jump back and forth because this is fun. And apparently hotels are exciting. Because we were late leaving last night, that means that we have to drive a bit further today. So instead of driving, I think it was going to be 8 hours, we are doing about 11 hours to get up to Dawson Creek. So hopefully we can see the Northern Lights. So right now we're on our way. Our first stop will be Clearwater, mostly just for gas. And then we'll go up through Jasper, and I want to see a moose. It's the most important thing of this trip. And this is the setup we have for Pup in the back. She's just sleeping. So we just put this blanket down so that she doesn't get any fur on the seat, because that's what they told us, if we get fur on the seat that we get charged, but otherwise it's fine. No big deal. We're having a dog in a rental, so that's cool. And Devin's just driving. And we got these beautiful views, mountain views in front, coming out of Kamloops. So we just stopped for Quick White in Jasper, so we're in Alberta now. And we had to run from the car to the cafe because it's minus 14 degrees outside and pretty windy. And we got some yummy samosas that are vegan. And then we have, Devin and I have oat milk flat whites on the way. And Mum has murder milk hot chocolate. Thank you. So this is the Bear Paw Cafe Bakery. And they got this cute little spoon, chandelier, and then a Stormtrooper and a Darth Vader. And this wall looks like it should be in a nursery somewhere.
And statues.
Oh yeah. Cute. Mum's got a giant hot chocolate. Drip of water on the window. It's so cold outside. It's minus 16 degrees Celsius and this drip of water is frozen. Alright, ready? Go. It's cold. Day 3 and we are just about to leave Dawson Creek. We tried to see the Northern Lights last night and there was not really much activity going on. We went out at like midnight, midnight to the outskirts of town where there was no light pollution and stood outside and my snot froze because it was minus 32 degrees Celsius. So that was an experience. The night sky was beautiful nonetheless. It was like some of the clearest sky I've seen because it was so cold and you know there's not much out here. There is more in Dawson Creek than I thought there would be though. It's a pretty decent sized city. And then we made our way back to where we're staying, the Travel Lodge, and now we're driving to Edmonton, so that's about 6 hours, but it'll probably, depending on stopping, it might take us a bit longer. The roads have actually been really clear. The worst was coming up the Coquihalla the first night. That was horrible, and I was driving and it was like snowing and there were trucks everywhere. And then after that there's been like really cold temperatures but clear roads, so it's been pretty nice driving actually. I was a bit worried about driving in the winter, especially since we didn't actually get winter tyres. We have M+S tyres, which is mud and snow, which is the minimum standard in BC. But we had specifically asked and were willing to pay extra for winter tyres, and then we got there and they didn't have them, so that was fun. And then this morning we had breakfast included and they had like bacon and eggs, and Devin's outside the window, he's been cleaning the window so that we can see through it. They had bacon and eggs and hash browns included, and obviously I don't eat bacon and eggs, so I went in and I was like, I don't eat these, can I have tomato and hash browns? And I have my own butter with me and my own milk because I kind of assumed, being this far north, that they maybe wouldn't have it, but they were kind of funny about me bringing my own stuff. And eventually we came to a compromise where they were like, okay, if you put it in this bag and you hide it and then you pour it into our containers, it's okay. And she came over afterwards, the manager, and she was like, I bring my own salt, so you should just take little containers if you need to take stuff into restaurants. Just hide it. So that's a top tip if you're traveling in rural BC and Alberta. Just take your alternative milks and whatever in like little what look like restaurant containers, and then they can't really be funny about it. But they won't let you, even though they don't serve it themselves, they won't let you serve it because of health standard. But it was fine. They had really good hash browns and tomatoes on toast. And now we are about to get on the road for another 6 hours, so that will be fun.
Dry snow, isn't it? Such dry snow for just miles.
Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned if that's something you're interested in to see part 2.